at the Superdome in New Orleans as we get ready for U.S. Harvard Association Monster Truck Elimination. Well, one thing's for sure, while Monster Truck action has come a long way, so have the paint jobs. And the big green machine itself pulls to the line. The #1 qualifier, Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger, against Rob Morris's four-wheel crazy #5 qualifier in this field. In the first side-by-side battle, they leave the line dead even. And the four-wheel crazy Ford with the inside lane on the first turn has a beautiful run going. Anderson really will have to lay on the throttle to make it up. Coming around the last turn, Anderson trying to make up the distance as they head for the finish line. Anderson sideways and into the center wall. Rob Morris hard on the brakes as he takes the win. An incredible wheel-to-wheel dash. The 1990 Rookie of the Year, Morris in the blue Ford from Texas, had a distinct advantage in the first full straightaway. But look at Anderson, flat-footing it, trying to make up the distance as he goes into the final turn. That little bobble there made him push even harder. And then airborne at the finish line, sideways in the air, into the inside retaining wall. Anderson, serious chassis damage on the green machine, an upset first-round loser. This time around, the incredible Bigfoot Ford #3 qualifier takes on #7 in the field in a Ford and Chevy battle. It's Dale Harris's Casper 57 Bel Air. Actually, Harris doing a great job until that problem as it stalls in the first turn and hands the win to the blue Ford from St. Louis. Kramer knows he's got an easy run and takes it very conservatively through the last turn and over the finish line to advance to the semi-final round. And like I said, you could see Dale Harris in the Casper 57 Chevy, despite its heavy disadvantage in weight, actually had a pretty good run going until the machine just stalled coming out of the first full turn, and Kramer drove around for the automatic win. Just a matter of keeping it between the lines at this point. And Kramer in the highest dollars, state-of-the-art Ford, will advance. The next pair on the starting line, #8 qualifier, Ray Perkowski's Invader takes on the kid, 19-year-old Greg Holbrook, the Tennessee-based Equalizer in the far lane. And problems for Holbrook, but now problems for Perkowski. It evens it out, and a big, big bounce for the Invader Ford, and that will be all Holbrook needs in the Equalizer. But now another problem for the GMC with rear engine power. Holbrook somehow manages to pull a win out of a battle of errors in this Ford and GMC battle. You certainly can't fault Perkowski. He gave it everything he had, but it'll be the 19-year-old advancing to the semifinal round. Now, Taurus versus the Carolina Crusher in the final pair of round #1. And a foul start for the Taurus Chevrolet. Another incredible upset as the #2 qualifier goes out on a foul start. Gary Porter in the Carolina Crusher must not realize that he's keeping it flat-footed all the way around, but a very, very upset Jack Wellman will head right into the pits. He knows what kind of violation he committed on the starting line, and Porter's orange and red Chevrolet will advance to the semifinal round. On On the slow-motion replay of the start, you can see USHRA Association starter Mike Speller signal to the Carolina Crusher. Porter signals that he is ready. Now Speller turns to the Taurus driver, Jack Willman. He signals that he's ready. As Speller's hand comes down, you can see the lurch of the Taurus Chevrolet. Just a sheer case of anticipation as the green light comes on after the truck had moved. That is a foul start loss. So the semifinals here in New Orleans will feature the four-wheel Crazy Ford against the dreaded Bigfoot and the Carolina Crusher against the Equalizer. It's a Ford and Chevrolet final round no matter how you look at it. Plus, we've got unlimited tractors coming up. Stay with us. We're at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland, getting ready for USHRA Association Championship tractor pulling action. Kris Chapman is standing by with an up-close look at dragster tractor racing.
Tractors are used in modified tractor pulling for tremendous horsepower. This is Paul Norman's War Wagon, which features a stacked 3-engine system. We're talking power. Strapping 2 airplane engines to the front of a tractor and using them to pull down the track can be a pretty dangerous situation. But Rick Rockefeller, the owner of the Policy Peddler, really doesn't worry too much about the potential danger. He owns his own insurance company. Rick, tell me why you're using 2 airplane engines on a tractor pull.
Well, to get the power that we need to compete with the automotive engine. With 4 to 6 motors for the automotive engine, it takes 2 Allison motors to compete with them.
What goes through your mind as you sit up there and you know that you're sitting there with 2 airplane motors and all these other guys have really normal motors on the front of theirs when you're getting ready to go out to do your pull?
Well, our motors are a whole lot more temperamental, so you just hope everything's right with the motor and the fuel systems and to compete with them. The motors were built in the 1930s and 40s.
As he gets ready to make the first pull, the handbrake and hand throttle being guided forward. And now 6,000 horsepower is unleashed. Finally pulling back on the throttle to shut it down. The distance is 106 feet, 2 inches. Tallie Davis of the machine called Running Bear waits for the flagman to throw the green. It's up. Here's the Running Bear. And Davis will dig in well short of his goal. But we are back now to Monster Truck semifinal action in the Superdome in New Orleans.